Recently, I've been taking a lot of trips from Chicago down to Indiana, where I used to live. And something occurred to me on these journeys, and it's this. Indiana is actually a lot more beautiful than I ever gave it credit for. So I'm riding along on the train, and moving past me are all these soy fields. Soy fields that I never really gave any attention to, I think, when I lived here. They just seemed to stretch on for miles and miles and be part of the landscape in no discernibly beautiful way. But removing myself from the day-to-day living in Indiana, I've come to see the painting in a different light. You know, not to sound pretentious or anything. Speaking of pretentious, here's a map showing the route I took down from Chicago to Indianapolis. But along the way, I was able to capture a small part of what makes rural Indiana what it is. We had industry like this. We had 4x4 trucks. But enough of my rambling. Let me just show you.
To the fair.
We are going to the fair. County fair. I've been to a state fair. Strangest experience of my life, I think, watching pigs race each other.
So, we all make up our own myths about things, right? So Lawrence has made up a myth in his head that every state fair and every county fair is terrible. Because he had a terrible experience at his first state fair when he was stuck with my mother for a number of hours.
Oh, this isn't going out. So
I just had to get that off my chest.
None of that will go out. So already cut that. So this was sort of an impromptu visit to the fair, and all I have with me is my work shoes, so this should be fun. For the record, my mother-in-law was not a problem in the least. The main problem was the tackiness of the fair. But thankfully, there is something that makes up for that tackiness, and it's these guys, the animals. I'm not talking about children, I mean these horses. This horse, it's a horse. He's eating, he's hungry, I'm hungry. I need to go and get food here in a minute. Oh, hello.
I mean, at a glance, you kind of look like you have cowboy boots on. So.
Yes, I don't. I have $30 shoes from Target. So, puddles. There we go. Get over that. Yes, at last. Oh, but wait, it's hot dogs and stuff. Oh, but vegetarian food. Yes, isn't that yummy? Oh, and look, biscuits covered in cocaine, I think. You're so Midwestern. It was a bit of a muddy, rainy day. My shoes suffered, and it was quite almost miserable, but in a very beautiful way. I'm British, I find miserable beautiful. And what could be more Indiana than a game of cornhole, or 4 games of cornhole? So let me tell you a little story about cornhole. I was actually once trapped by 3 Hoosiers who desperately wanted me to play this game, and I was battered by them. They were obviously seasoned pros, but I did whip out my football and gave them a run for their money. I'd forgotten how bloody hot it is in Indiana in the summer, and humid. It is insane here, isn't it?
My makeup is sweating off.
But yeah, having lived in Chicago, I think you've got a cool breeze of Lake Michigan that just sort of stops all this. It prevents it. And now I'm in the car, and we haven't got the aircon on yet. We should probably do that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hot. It feels like Mississippi. So,
how do you know?
What I imagine Mississippi to smell like, taste like, feel like. Oh, I'm so hot that I can't think. The sun is going down behind me, and unlike myself, a lot of the sunsets here in Indiana are rather beautiful. So I'd like to have a little Beauty and the Beast moment. I'm the Beast. The sunset is most definitely beauty. I'm going to the top of a hill here in Chesterfield. Hopefully we'll get a good glimpse of just how majestic it is. I mean, you can already see signs of it. It's not quite gone down, it's got about 20 minutes to do so. So let's get to the peak of this. If there's one thing I'll always remember about Indiana, long after I'm gone, not dead, I mean just gone from Indiana fully, is the sun. I always think of sunny days in my early time here. I've sort of eradicated the memory of the winters. And I think for me, that's what it's all about. Why, hello there. This episode of Finding America was funded in its entirety by our patrons at patreon.com/lostinthepond. So if you would like to see me visit your state and make an episode about it, why not pledge yourself? You can do so by clicking this button right here. Yeah, there, we'll put it there. Or by going to patreon.com/lostinthepond. Who knows? Your city or state could be next.